MMA Boxing Talk here. I just wanted to put out a video talking about the fights of the year so far in MMA this year, 2016. We've had some great fights. I just wrote 7 fights that came to mind. They just so happened to be all 5-round fights. So let me know if there was any amazing 3-round fights. Personally, fight of the year has to be fighters, in my opinion anyway, that are more well known, that are at least ranked. I find the 5 rounds helps. The 3 rounds is great too. You get more energy, mind you. But yeah, let me know if there was any really good 3-round fights out there this year that I missed, that I'm not thinking of. But the 3 top ones that come to mind for me anyway is Robbie Lawler versus Carlos Condit. That was in January. Amazing fight. Tony Ferguson versus RDA just took place. That was amazing. High altitude. And Connor versus Nate too. The rematch was amazing. Back and forth. And then other notables. I had both Michael Bisping fights were great. Great fights. Michael Bisping versus Anderson Silva and Bisping versus Henderson. They had the dramatics. They had mood swings. It was very entertaining. Very on the edge of your seat the whole time. Yair Rodriguez versus Alex Caceres. That was a good fight too. I thought it was a crafty, entertaining. You don't really see that striking from Yair too often, and it was he landed like I think 120 significant strikes in that fight, and also John Dodson versus uh, John Dodson versus John Lineker. It was a pretty good fight for sure. But let me know what you guys think. What your favorite fight of the year is so far. But I gotta go with Robbie Lawler versus Carlos Condit, #1 right now. I'm gonna rewatch it right now for fun. I should have did it before, but that one, was like high volume the whole fight. And then the 5th round was like bonkers. Both guys were so tough. I mean, obviously Condit really, really outlanded Lawler like big time in that fight, and I personally thought he won the fight. And obviously Robbie Lawler landed the heavier shots, and you gotta really beat the champ, but it's scored round by round, and I mean, some of those rounds, from what I remember, were tough to not give to Carlos Condit. So anyway, Robbie won the fight. It was a split decision at least, but Robbie won the fight. But an amazing, amazing fight. But the strikes, significant strikes landed. There was 176 for Condit, and Lawler had 92. And he might have dropped Condit, I think, once. So that might have got him the one round that maybe he wasn't winning. You know what I mean? But Tony Ferguson versus RDA at high altitude. Ferguson landed 199 significant strikes at high altitude. That's phenomenal. There's no way Khabib is going to skip past Tony Ferguson for the title shot. They got to fight each other, period. Tony Ferguson is the #1 contender right now anyway, if you look at the rankings. When they update him, we'll see what happens. But they got to fight each other. RDA landed 121. That's a lot. That's a high output. And Connor and Nate rematch was 164 to 166 for strikes, significant strikes landed. Nate had 2 more, but obviously Connor had 3 knockdowns. He won that fight. He won the 3 rounds pretty clearly. And the Bisping fights were really good too. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. I just wanted to put out a little video giving my take. But Lawler Condit, in my opinion, it had it all that like what you could ask for a fight of the year. A strong finish, high output throughout the whole fight. Lawler was taking shots and just coming back and landing bombs. Carlos Condit showed his toughness too. And like I said, RDA Ferguson was amazing. Condit, Connor Nate too. But anyway, I want to hear your take. If you like the video, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter at MMA Boxing Talk 1. Peace.